Okay, friends, welcome to the first project of the channel. Now, I've had this object for quite a bit of time, but I want to say it's been maybe a couple months since I got this thing. I bought a pack of about 5 of these high voltage DC something compared to. I completely lost the package, and I haven't tried looking for it. But I bought like 5 of them, and I realized that they work really well. So in this video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a couple of experiments with them. See if we can assemble a high voltage kind of emitter and a somewhat legally questionable taser. Let's get into it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. Before we get started, let me actually show you guys what actually came in. I actually probably should not show you this package because it has my address on it. But I also have, unfortunately, somehow misplaced approximately 2 of these packages. So I have no idea where they went. I think one I have currently in my possession 3 of them. One I made and then I lost track of it, and then another one I opened, which I think is this one. But I really don't know where the other 2 packages went. So basically how this works is that this is going to be the I think these run on 12 volts. Let me check the package. That's another thing, they don't come with instructions at all. You got to figure it out yourself. These wires are going to be the power wires, and then these are going to be the output wires. Now, personally, I have seen this thing in action, and it is very powerful. I've actually almost suffered regrettable shocking incidents while dealing with one of these. You have to be extremely careful where you point these 2 wires. You're going to want to control them with like putting a weight on them or something, because they output a lot of energy. And another thing is that a lot of these sellers and a lot of these, because I got these from Temu, I got these from a Chinese seller. A lot of these products have very fraudulent or otherwise misleading information on the package. I'll probably put up the package info. While I edit the footage, I'll find a screenshot and then I'll put it up for you guys. But often these guys make claims, or these sellers make claims that these output 10,000 to like approximately like 10,000 to like 100,000 volts, which personally I do not believe is true at all. My estimate would probably be maybe like the output is like 500 to 800 volts. But don't take my word on that. I'm not a tech expert. I'm a tech hobbyist. I don't have a degree. I don't have a specific education in tech. Everything that I know in technology and engineering, I've taught myself. So do your research. But anyways, we'll get started in the first experiment of the video. Hey guys, small editor's note here. As I look back and rewatch the footage, I realized that these circuits, which I have, are extremely dangerous. And I mean extremely dangerous. So if you do find yourself dealing with high voltage, you really should not do it. Put the circuit down and do something else, because it is extremely dangerous. It is a lot of high voltage, and you can end up seriously injuring or just dying. If you're gonna do it, be careful, but don't do this at home, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, guys and girls, so what we're gonna be doing now is we're gonna be hooking up my power supply to these wires so I can show you a little bit of how this thing works. Oh, my power supply is unplugged. That's a shame. Then unplug other things. I don't even know what to unplug. Whatever, we'll do the desk. Oh, there it goes beeping. Alright. There we go. Now, power supply should have power. Okay. I'm gonna be putting a power supply kind of like voltage counter for you guys, probably, if I can. But it's currently charged at like 0 volts. Let's see what we can do. Hope I don't fry my GoPro. See, I'm just gonna start slowly turning the knob on my power supply. Oh, I hear it. Oh, I hear it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I definitely hear it. Oh, yeah, 100%. Oh, it's charged. Ooh. Oh, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. So. There it is for you, ladies and gentlemen. My power supply was saying that it was outputting around like 1.80 volts of electricity, which I'm not actually completely sure that's true. That was approximately 4 volts of input into this thing. All right, folks. Now that you've seen the potential of these things, let's go ahead and discuss, you know, what I've done with these in the past. In the past, I hooked this up to a button. I kind of hooked it up to this little button thing, or not a little button thing, like a physical button. It was one of those circuit board starter kit buttons. I'll see if I can find one or put an image of one like on the screen. And basically what I did was just kind of walk around the house with the wires exposed, just kind of making really loud noise. That's another thing. You can probably use one of these to make an EMP, which I'm going to try and do in this video, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to achieve. But let's see if we can get it hooked up to kind of a button thing, just to make it a more controllable circuit, and then we'll see where we go from there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's get some soldering done. I was able to get some pliers, and finally we can solder this thing in. Now, as you'll come to see, I'm very, very bad at soldering things. Yeah. So sit back and relax, because we might be here a while. Absolutely atrocious soldering job on my part, but it'll just have to suffice, guys. It'll just have to suffice. So, now, let's move on to the next bit. Powering this thing. Let me get my soldering iron off the table before I injure myself. Perfect. Now that we got this button done, now that we got this button done and we see that it works, there's new implications for this thing. Now, with my 3D printer, I could probably, well, I'd have to teach myself CAD or something to print a case for it, which then I could turn into an actual usable prototype. But yeah, I'm gonna have to do that, aren't I? Yeah, probably. It'll be good for the video. Let's turn this clip into an amazing CAD learning montage, so I can design a case for this thing. Sound good? Perfect. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I've decided to 3D print a case that I found online because teaching myself CAD would take an absolutely really long amount of time. And I don't have a long amount of time. I'm a full-time student and I have a lot of stuff to do as it is. But I do this for fun. So we're gonna 3D print this case for a stun gun. But we'll see how it turns out. But really, I just want to see exactly how it'll just how it'll function in general as a I guess you could say an ignition device. You know what I mean? Like a type of ignition style device that yeah, I'm gonna make a time lapse of the whole printing process so that you guys can see that. Let's get started with that. Good afternoon, folks. I have made a grave error. It appears that I have printed the wrong size case. So, I dropped approximately an hour and 36 minutes on a case that doesn't fit. So I'm now I'm now reprinting the case. Which, by the way, would be absolutely hilarious if it didn't fit again, but then again, it would not be so funny. It almost fits. I feel like it fits. I want. Yeah, yeah, it sucks. That really sucks. At least I edited like half the video while I was waiting. I'm 3D printing another one now. I don't even know what I can do. Let's see if I can get this video out about like 9 p.m. It's like 6:24. That 3D printing thing took forever. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm gonna drop this video today. But I'll see what I can do. I'm gonna try and get this to fit in the case. If it doesn't, I'll just say the other one's printing. I can't even do anything. I'm just gonna have to. I'm just gonna have to wait. So I guess I'll do of course, definitely a time lapse of this print, because that's another thing. I completely forgot to do a time lapse of the last print, even though I said I was going to, because I had tutoring. So I wasted like the whole hour of tutoring on that. That really sucks. Oh well. 3D printing again. Good afternoon, everyone. After a much needed shower, a meal, and a change of clothes, our 3D printing has completely finished. Now, let's go ahead and assemble this. Now, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I thought so. I printed this way too big because I was terrified that it was gonna be too small. after what feels like absolutely eternities, I have finally finished the prototype taser. Let me demonstrate. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the end of this project for now. I'm probably going to be using this EMP device for multiple different other projects. You know, maybe as an EMP that could be my next project, but probably a little sneak peek. My next project is likely going to be about white hat hacking and how you can do a little bit of hacking yourself. But without further ado, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.